No one gives a shit about Spider-Man, but Daddy cares about powerful new cards, including the new card Origin of Spider-Man. Fable the Mirrorbreaker was absolutely busted, because it not only made a creature, but it also had all these extra abilities. Likewise, Origin of Spider-Man does a nutload of things. For 1 mana less than Fable, it makes a 2/1 with reach, then puts a count on a creature, and finally gives Double Strike. And Double Strike is kind of a big deal, because there are a lot of creatures that care about dealing damage, like Unstoppable Slasher. When it hits the opponent, they lose half their life, and with Double Strike, the opponent loses half their life twice. There is also Elegy Acolyte, which draws us a card when our creatures damage the opponent, and with Double Strike this ability triggers twice. And then there's Tinybones. When it hits the opponent, we can cast permanents from the graveyard, and Double Strike lets us do it twice. To make sure we get enough value out of Origin of Spider-Man, we have Kirin to bounce at instant speed, as well as Nurturing Pixie, also returning a permanent to hand. Permanents like Nowhere to Run, which kills a creature, and another new card, the Death of Gwen Stacy. It destroys a creature, then either discards or causes life loss, and it can even exile the opponent's graveyard. With all these Sagas leaving the battlefield, Tragic Trajectory is really good, giving a creature -10/-10 for only 1 mana, and with Elegy Acolyte, if a permanent left on our turn, we make a 2/2 token, and because we're playing so many things, we have Cosmogrand Zenith, which makes tokens and buffs, and because we're making so many weenies, we have Enduring Innocence for card draw. But there's even more. We have more new cards, Spider-Woman, so that our opponent's stuff enters tapped, as well as Arachne, returning a tapped creature to hand, and taxing a spell of our choice. Then there's Weenie Hate, non-creature hate, aggro hate, and more removal. That's a deck. Are these new Spider-Man cards broken? Off I go to find out. Opening hand is very pretty, but also very bad. We're gonna maul. And this better we'll keep. Opponent plays a mana dork. No mana dork for you. And it looks like a Kona combo deck. We'll make a token and pass. They ramp, and this will turn into a creature in 3 turns. Cosmogrand Zenith for us. We'll play it. And another Overlord. Nutting out 2 flyers. We draw removal. And before the Origin of Spider-Man leaves, we'll bounce us to hand. We'll first swing. Opponent chumps. And we'll remove the other. Triggering Cosmogrand Zenith. They mill. Returning a land to hand. And a nice rail. Both of these have flashback. I can flip into a creature. While they only have 1 mana, we'll play Acolyte. And then swing. Strong removal. Which means next turn we can really pop off. They flashback. Which means they get a 4/4. Opponent digs more. And they are a Kona deck. And they're back at 12 life. We're very close to lethal. We'll play the Origin of Spider-Man. Pixie to return it. Buffing our whole board. And since the permanent left, remove their Overlord. And then swing out. Opponent blocks here. And takes lethal. Wonderful. Going to game 2, swap out some removal for this one. Last game 2. So in game 2, we got Mega Mana Screwed and got stuck on 2 lands forever. And opponent won with the Kona combo. Playing permanents for free. So now we must settle things in game 3. Opening is a little slow, but we'll keep. It's another mana dork. Land for us. And we'll play the Origin of Spider-Man. Upon digs. They put Overlord in hand. Pixie for us. Swing for 3. And play Enduring Innocence. Upon digs. And dig some more. Returning a station land to hand so they can tap a creature. Now we draw removal. Removal here doesn't seem worth it. We'll first draw. Finding a tap land. So our cheeks are wide open. We'll look Gwen Stacy on top. Do they have Kona here? Oof, yes they do. How hard will they spank us? Overlord sure. But check out this kinkiness. This further Overlord. Swing. Opponent blocks. And because of her left this turn, remove Kona. So no more combo for them. So they can flash us back from graveyard. Before we can exile it, they up the counters on their station land. Eventually they can copy something. They lose 3 to Gwen Stacy. We'll first play Pixie. Bouncing Gwen Stacy. Tempting to duress, but we'll Acolyte and force them to block. They don't block. Interesting. They allow us to draw a card and ooh, we'll play this land. Now duress and oh! Only creatures in the land. We make a 2/2. Mongo with a prize. They mill. Putting Union in hand. So next turn they can really pop off. But if our opponent passes here, there won't be a next turn. Removal. No 4/4 for you. More removal. And after a thorough spanking, our opponent concedes. And what's this? Our opponent has a message for us? They say, oh, FSS. What could that mean? Oh, fun friendships. That must be what it means. We're gonna make so many friends. And now it's on the next friendship. Opening hand seems okay. We'll keep. The Origin of Spider-Man for us. And spawn a red. Remove the creature. And put pressure on them. Emberheart Challenger. Our Spider gets Double Strike. Swing for 6. And with Gwen Stacy, destroy Emberheart. And a Needlehead. Oh, and it's a blue-red deck. We'll choose not to discard. Play removal. And Innocence. And we take game 1 already. Going into game 2, let's run this for a 72. Opening hand, 6 lands will maul. And it's fine, we'll keep. Opponent plays Lizard. Tinybones. We'll play it to chump. Needlehead. And opponent passes. We'll exile Needlehead. And then we'll pass. Removal. They swing and buff. But unfortunately for our opponent, we'll removal. Then we'll pass. We'll Screwing Nemesis. If we damage it, we can't gain life anymore. We'll removal perfect. Bye, Felicia. Opponent plays a land. Kirin sure. Now play Pixie. And what? They concede. But they haven't even seen our life linkers. So sad, but now it's on the next match. Opening his pass, we'll keep. And our opponent's red aggro deck. With a Lizard they can buff. We'll make a Spider and pass. Opponent swings and buffs. Removal sure. We'll use removal. And get him for 3. Emberheart Challenger. With prowess and haste. And if they target it, they can play something from the top of the deck. Another Lizard. And still a land. We could save our Saga, but returning removal to hand is more important. We'll swing a Double Strike. We'll hold it Kirin and pass. They buff their Challenger. And they find a Lizard on top of the deck. Opponent swings. And to buy ourselves some time, flashing Kirin. Returning removal. And now we'll block one of these creatures. If we block the Lizard and the buff, then they can't play their second Lizard. And if we block their Challenger, and they don't have an instant in hand, they'll lose Challenger. But with 4 cards in hand, they might have an instant. We'll take that risk. Oh, no instant. They just play Lizard number 2 and pass. And still no land on turn 5. That's stanky, we'll pass. They play a manland and a third lizard and another challenger. They swing out, we'll block, and they buff the trade. We'll remove their challenger and pray we hit a land. Finally, we'll play Pixie and bounce removal to hand. They play Menace that can buff itself. They swing, maybe we should use removal sooner. We'll dump our creature. They double buff, but we'll take out one lizard. And please land for daddy. Not land, but we'll take it. Play Kirin, bounce removal again. Pick out the lizard. So they still have their Menace creature and their mainland. They animate their mainland. We'll jump to buy more time. And next turn when they deal damage to us, we'll have max speed. And this will get double strike. And that's on the land. And next turn they can buff their mainland with this land. So the best option, remove their mainland. Play Pixie and bounce removal yet again. Oh, this thing. Shutting off life gain. No! If we block it, we won't be able to gain life for the rest of the game. Now let's have double strike. Oh, another one. And even with 2 removal cards in hand, we can't deal with all the threats. No, we still have 3 lands on turn 9. Going to game 2 is running this for us, having 2. Opening hand, a lot of lands. We'll mull. And still a lot of lands, but we'll keep. They play Lizard. We draw Kirin. We won't remove the Lizard just yet. Razorkin Needlehead, dealing 1 damage to us when we draw a card. We'll remove it, and then we'll pass. Emberheart Challenger. They swing out, but we could block. They have to have Pump, right? I think we go after Claw, because our opponent's pausing here, which means they probably have something. And they do have something, so we can't even block, because they deal 2 damage. Now finally, play our Lifelinker, and how will they deal with that? They buff Challenger, and they swing out. Very suspicious, we'll block. And they deal 3 damage to Acolyte, but we still get life. Boon Beza, play Beza, gaining life and drawing a card. How will our opponent recover? They buff their Mouse Hoe, so they can play a land from the top of the deck. They then play the Sweeney, but they're too afraid to attack. 2 removal, remove Challenger, play Acolyte, swing for 4. We draw a card, and make a token. They play a mainland, and they swing. No blocks for us. Oh, here Ashenil. If they deal non-combat damage to us, it deals up to 3 extra. And if we kill it, it'll come back as a land. That can go back to being a creature. We need removal, sure. We'll take our time. Remove their 1/1. Double Origin of Spider-Man. Swing for 4. Draw a card, and make a token. What, they deal 2 damage? And then concede? Oh. So we must cuddle to the death in game 3. Opening hand short on lands, but it's good, so we'll keep. Pixie. Let's try to dig for a land. Ooh, not a land. We'll have to graveyard it. Emberheart Challenger. Ooh, and removal. This is kind of risky. But play Spider-Woman, and then plan on double removal next turn. And unable to stand a strong black woman, our opponent burns her. How terrible. We shall avenge her. Land nice. We'll have to shock. Play Seaman Dip, and the Origin of Spider-Man and pass. Oh, no, a Hellkite. Warping it in and removing our creature. We'll be taking 4 here. They can replay the Hellkite for 5 mana. Land. So we'll play Cosmogrand Zenith, Pixie, to make 2 weenies, and bounce the Origin of Spider-Man. Lifelink would be really nice here. They play with Weenie. Ooh, and removal, that's good. So we'll try to set a trap. Just swing for 2. No removal. We'll accept these terms. Come on, play your dragon, so we can be dragging these nuts. They swing. We'll double block. Let's still no dragon. And they play Challenger. So in that case, we'll remove Challenger and bounce removal to hand, which means we gotta deal with Hellkite a different way. 2 more removal. Play the Origin of Spider-Man. Just swing for 2 and pass. And still no Hellkite. Remove their 1/1. And we'll swing for 7. They deal 3 damage to us. Not our creatures, are they that confident? They finally play their Hellkite. We lose our Spider, but we'll use double removal. No Hellkite for you. And with double strike, we're super close to lethal. They go to 3. We can make a 1/1 if we need to. Opponent passes. 2 cards in their hand. What worries me is that they use Lightning Strike directly at us, not our creatures. Why were they that confident? We'll pay a life to make a token. Land. Attempt lethal. And your opponent concedes. I guess they just weren't expecting double removal, although it was really close. Now, the next match. Opening hand slow like me, we'll keep. Land. And it looks like a graveyard deck. With the new Superior Spider-Man, I can copy a creature in graveyard. This is gonna be rough for us. We take 1. They filter their hand. We'll bring her the last gift. If they copy that, everyone gets to reanimate their creatures. We'll play Acolyte and pass. They swing. Oh, they definitely have it then. Alright, we'll see it. Yep, they definitely have us. So game 2 already. Going into game 2, let's run this for a 72. Opening hand, we have Graveyard Hate, so we'll keep. Kirin for us. Oh, they don't play a creature. We'll play Slasher. And opponent digs for land. Now removal. If we play this now, we'll have to target our own creature. So let's play Acolyte and pass. Come on, just play a creature, please. Overlord of the Ballsack. And they don't return anything? Oh, because they wanted 8 permanents in graveyard, so that they can do all 3 abilities. Bounce a permanent, make us discard, and dig for something. We'll play Acolyte, and please just play 1 creature. Oh, they put Bringer in graveyard. They mill. So here, Spider-Man is now in graveyard. We just need to last until Graveyard Hate. Play Gwen Stacy. They weaken our creature. We'll still swing for 4, and then we must pass. Opponent filters. We just need to last 2 more turns. Zurich. They draw if we target our things. Their Ballsack comes online in 2 turns. Opponent gets to discard if they want to. Oh, they do. If they can just survive until next turn, it'll be so good. Play Acolyte. Swing out. We draw. Play the Origin of Spider-Man and pass. Please don't do it. Don't do it. No. No, they destroy permanents. Okay, but we're still in it. Although the graveyard is safe now. So here's how we'll do this. Play Kirin. Bounce the Origin of Spider-Man. Remove Zurich. Oh, we take game 2. Play most settle things in game 3. Going to game 3, swinging 1 more direction. Last game 3. Opening hand's a little stanky. It's certainly kind of slow. Say Mole. And it's like the same hand. All once more. Okay, we'll take this. Our opponent also molded the 5. They whip out their Ballsack, grabbing their titty. This seems kind of dumb, but we'll play Gwen Stacy next turn no matter what to start shutting off the graveyard. It looks like their titty's ready. Play our Saga. and we'll pass. They don't use Pity, interesting. No removal. That's so racist. Play Innocence and pass. They mill a Harvester, and they play Surik, and their ball sack comes online next turn. We'll play Weaver, we'll draw a card, bounce our Saga to hand and pass. They return an Overlord to hand, and they hard cast it, putting Harvester back in hand. Now they have double ball sack. That's too much ball sack. We'll swing for 2. Play Kirin, bouncing our Pixie, and oof, take out 1 ball sack. But Surik draws on the card. Harvester to board wipe, so now their ball sack runs free, putting that hole in their hand. That's not removal. Play Zenith, drawing a card, and ow. We'll make 2 weenies, and then send it back. Opponent mills, and there's Superior Spider-Man, except with larger titties. It goes back to hand, so most tragically, they're about to blow us out next turn. Daddy just didn't think anyone would be playing graveyard decks, with Agatha's Soul Cauldron everywhere, exiling stuff from graveyard left and right, but Daddy learned the hard way. This will not be on the next match. Opening hand's a bit land heavy, but we'll keep. We'll play the Origin of Spider-Man, and we draw removal. Go first fighter, and we draw Slasher, play Slasher, and they stun our token, but not our Slasher. Siren for them. They buff Siren. Oh, because they have Trajectory. That makes sense. So both our creatures are stunned. We draw Zenith, play Acolyte, and we make a token since there's Saga left. And what? They concede already? Okay. We're gonna do this one turn 2. Opening hand, 1 Lance for an half to Maul. Wait, am I having a stroke? This is like the same hand. Maul. Alright, sure. Boost Rail. They play Hydra Man Fluid Felon, turning into a land on our turn, and getting buffed by blue spells. We'll have to pass. They hit us for 2 and pass. Kind of a bummer that we can't use removal. How about we play a Spider, and Enduring Curiosity, which comes back even if we kill it. They buff Siren, and dick us down for 7, drawing 2 cards. Enduring Innocence. We'll slow the bleeding with removal. Never mind, no we won't. We'll still play Pixie to bounce though. Opponent swings. We'll block both. And what, that worked. Then they play Preacher. We draw Acolyte. Suppose we'll play it. Not removal. They swing, play another Fluid Felon, and draw 2 more cards. Safe to say they have us, so we must settle things game 3. Opening hand, 5 lands. That's really too many. We'll maul. Yeah, sure. We'll duress and take Kaito. They have a pretty good curve. Enduring Innocence, so there's hope after all. And another. So our card draw will come on first. They stun Innocence, and play Preacher. Play second Innocence, drawing a land, and we'll duress, but they might not have anything. 3 Enduring Curiosities, so much for discarding. Opponent swings, making a token and drawing a card. We'll jump. Oh, they attack with Drowner? I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh, I'm blind. We'll draw 2 cards with Pixie. Meh. Flashing Kirin on their turn and we'll pass. Opponent swings out. Flashing Kirin, drawing 2 more cards. Oh good, 2 more lands. Block like that. We'll draw a nutload of cards, 4 to be exact. Siren for them, and we get to draw as well. Origin of Spider-Man, drawing 2 cards. Then we'll play Acolyte, even though they probably have removal. Crusty Kaito, tapping Acolyte, and swinging out. It's not good. They're out card drawing our card draw engine, and yep, they have us, but we can't win them all. So 3-2 overall. So there we have it. Daddy was pretty impressed with the new cards, especially Origin of Spider-Man, because giving Double Strike just seems so good, and perhaps it'd be even better in an aggro deck, but only time will tell. Let me know what you big boys think of the deck. A new giveaway starting soon, so be sure to stick around and subscribe. And until next time, stay to me tech.